Good evening and welcome to my channel. I'm going to jump right into this read. Heavenly Father, what is the energy for the collective? One card. Oh, it's too many. Too many. Thank you, Heavenly Father. One card, please. Good evening, Heavenly Father. Welcome, Heavenly Father. One card, please. Oh, thank you. One card is, I am thankful for all my gifts and property that has been returned by the Most High. Excuse my handwriting, guys. This is me connecting type of thing. This is what I was feeling through the universe. So I am thankful for all my gifts and property that has been returned by the Most High. So a lot of you guys have received your properties back. Whatever that was taken away from you in the past have been returned, whether that be peace of mind, whether that be a car, whatever the property is to you, because of inner child wounds, trauma bond, and some codependency also fell out with this. This is why you're thankful. Maybe you were attacked. Inner child wounds, trauma bond, and codependencies all are inner child wounds. These are all trauma bonds. The trauma bond is the inner child wound and codependency, and it causes a trauma bond, if that makes sense. But we're going to get into the read. I'm going to pull one of the oracle card from the Lantern Oracle. I'm going to pull one just to get a feel of what these two energies are. Good evening, Heavenly Father. One card, please. One oracle card for these two cards. What are these messages, Heavenly Father? What must the collective know about this inner child wound, this trauma bond? Why are they so thankful? Why I know what you should be thankful for is just you know, being alive. That's so much to be thankful for. But of course, if you got your gifts back from whomever might have stole them from you, that's always a blessing. Thank you, Spirit. Heavenly Father, rather. Like Heavenly Father, more so than just Spirit. Like, what spirit are you talking to? But anyway, we're speaking here today, Spirit of Self. Spirit of Self, it says, be who you are as you are. And this is why you are thankful for all your gifts and properties that has been returned, right? Because by you being who you are and accepting things for what they are, and being who you are as you are, you're healed. You healed the trauma bond. You healed the codependency in the inner child wound. And this is why you're thankful. And this is the only reason or way that you can connect with self and of source. Because it seems like you passed a test here. You overcame some type of situation where the universe was in agreement. You're in alignment with the universe. And this is the way the universe has blessed you. And this is you overcoming some inner child wounds or trauma bond or codependency. Okay, so that's the kickoff read. And we're going to jump into it now. I'm going to pull three cards. These three cards is going to be pulled from the Everyday Witch Oracle here. This is a nice deck. I like this deck. So I'm going to pull three here. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Heavenly Father, Mother Isis, what is the energy for this read? What is the energy, Heavenly Father, Mother Isis? What is the energy? Thank you so much. What is the energy? Okay. 4:37 on the clock here. What's the energies here? We'll pull three cards. We got the first one is tears of joy and sadness. So So it's fall right up under the inner childhood wounds and your trauma bond. Thank you, Heavenly Father. And the other one is listening to wisdom. This has been coming out. I'm going to show you your cards after I get them pulling. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Heavenly Father, Mother Isis. Thank you. Good evening. And the last one is meditation for clarity. All right. This is the first one that was out. This is, again, tears of joy and sadness. So it could be like a bittersweet. This is like a Queen of Cups type of energy here. So you could be experiencing some, some bittersweet, because you had to look in the mirror at yourself and heal your inner childhood wounds. Okay, it talks about trauma bond, codependency, inner childhood wounds that you had to face within yourself and do some healing, taking that cup and giving it to yourself. So it talks about a lot of self-love, a lot of self-reflecting, okay, inner childhood wounds. You did this by listening. You was listening to spirit. This talks about healing with this purple. Okay, you got a lot of like purple here, so that talks about using your intuition and your spirituality, going within, trusting yourself, okay, cleansing yourself, being careful of what you hear, making sure that what you hear isn't aligned with what is really going on, like balancing your spirituality with your practicality, okay. Meditation for clarity is your last card here in your outcome. It's your meditation for clarity. So at this time, you guys possibly are, going through meditation and balancing out your chakras with the violets. Again, this is like healing energy here. This is your spirituality. This is using your intuition. This is going within and doing some retrospection. Okay. A lot of you guys are using intentional candle magic on yourself to heal, for guidance, for clarity, for spirituality. A lot of you guys are coming into your spirituality. Thank you, Heavenly Father. And this is why you're like, because it don't always have to be, physical property. You could be spiritual property, meaning that now you get the okay from the universe to actually heal and whatever you were actually once in this trauma bond type of feeling that where your inner childhood wasn't healed is now healed. So now that is bringing that your property is you coming in within yourself. Thank you. You coming back to yourself. You balancing out within yourself by utilizing your self-care, by taking that cup and taking it and pouring it into yourself with 8:12 on the clock here. So this is what this is talking about. Thank you, Heavenly Father. And this is why this is talking about spirit to self. You're focusing in on yourself and giving you the fruits of your labor. Now you're in control. You're in control. This is an apple. This is be who you are as you are. I'm gonna read that before I move forward. I'm an intuitive reader, but I want to read that before I move forward. This is number 1. And that also talks about self as far as the houses, the zodiac houses. One is the house of self, Aries energy. So it speaks about true spirit self is the nourishing light that you seek. Right. So the trauma bond, that inner childhood wound, that inner light that you seek, you had to go within. The maiden wanders in search of her spirit self. The maiden wanders in search of her spirit self, represented in the golden apple as she holds. She does not recognize that she already has that which she seeks and continues to look longingly into the distance to reach the place she desires upon the horizon. To reach the place she desires upon the horizon, to reach the place she desires upon the horizon cannot fulfill her. She will only yet again look longingly into another landscape in the distance. For her to authentically know, enjoy, and integrate any external achievement, she must first discover that she contains within all that she seeks. This is the same for us when we search outside ourselves for a connection with the truth of who we are. Again, this is the same for us when we search outside ourselves for a connection with the truth of who we are. Spirit self also refer to a higher self, vital force, true north, or spirit is the inner light within that is never lost or extinguished. To live according to our inner light is challenging. So this is why this is out here, and this is why you are thankful, because now you are one as you are as one with yourself. You are one with yourself is what I'm trying to say. 11:26 on the clock. You found yourself. You are satisfied with being who you are within yourself as you are. And that's a beautiful feeling. And yes, that is something truly to be thankful for. A lot of people aren't in tune with themselves. And as you go through this gratitude, because this is what this is, you're showing thanks and gratitude for the gift of returning to yourself, your property. Your chakras are aligned. The universe is in alignment with you because of the spiritual messages and downloads that you received in order to get the clarity that you need to heal what you need to heal as far as your trauma bond and your codependency. You had to heal the inner childhood wound here. Thank you, Heavenly Father. It's truly something to be, you're highly favored here when the Most High intervenes on your behalf and to return yourself back into you. Giving you your gifts of self is so important. A lot of us, we don't have the gift of self. A lot of us are soulless. There's a lot of us that's so trauma bond that we can't find ourselves when we always are looking outside of ourselves and other things like, drugs. It could be other people, bad influences, wanting to fit into gangs and things of that nature, or, acting out in violent ways by, showing like, lower energy, how lower energy forces are, what you do, how we do it, we all just are connected. So you might making bad decisions, fighting out in the street, drinking out in the streets, lying on people, going to jail, the whole low vibration thing, right? So by you recognizing that is a gift. That is a gift of self, right? You're fulfilling your spirit self, your higher self. You're connected with your higher self. Is that? Thank you, Heavenly Father. That is exactly what that is. You're connected with your higher self, right? Thank you. So we got the first card on the deck. Oh, this is affirmation for growth. So I didn't mean to do this, but affirmation for growth. This is your affirmation. So the Most High wants you to, move forward by planning, move forward with the idea of inspiration, and be creative with planting new seeds of affirmations, such as being thankful. I am thankful. I am grateful. I am happy that my property has been returned to me. I am proud and happy, thankful. Thank you, Heavenly Father, while you planting your seeds of gratitude. And a lot of people could do that. You could do this as, going outside in the backyard and planting your seeds, your flowers and stuff like that. You can have your intentions out in the seeds as you plant them, to show the universe that you give gratitude and thanks for the sacrifices and the lessons that you learned, you know, and that, you know, the Most High didn't forget about you. The Most High returned your property back to you and kept his promise. And you are one with the universe because you followed the instructions. Because the only way the universe is be aligned with you is if you were in agreement with your healing as far as your codependency and your trauma bond. You had to heal yourself first. So congratulations. Now let's go into reading, like what happened. Oh, I pulled these. So in the past position here, you had some type of tears of joy and sadness that I'm going to clarify. Heavenly Father, Mother Isis, clarify for the collective the tears of joy and sadness. What happened here? Thank you, Heavenly Father. It had to do with your reflection. Once again, your star quality. It had to do with your reflection of who you are. Okay. You had like inner childhood wounds. It's saying that here, this is like the star card is it's a major arcana. It's a card of intuition. It's a card of, again, wishes granted. This is a wish card that was granted. A wish card, isn't it upright? This is also, you know, you are healing. You are healing your higher self with your lower self. And I can see that because, you know, again, you are thankful for the Most High returning the property of self, which is your higher self. You connected, so you're thankful for the healing of the trauma bond and the inner childhood wounds. Maybe you had went out there in the woods and connected with spirit in the woods. You know how some of us are. You might have that energy where, or that spirit where you connect with the outdoors. You know, so but this speaks of you and this looked like a heart. All that looked like a heart. So it's like, you know, you connected with spirit in the wilderness. You was possibly lost. This is what I'm feeling. You were lost within yourself as far as the pain that you was feeling from that inner childhood wound. You had to go through the dark night of the soul with this gray on. You was walking like in the unknown. Like you had to really go through a lot here to evaluate what was the trauma. You know, you had to look in the mirror at yourself and do the work to find out what was the trauma and why did you feel the way you felt. Right. This card also talk about gifts. It talks about sharing your gifts with others. Once you learn a certain craft, you know, you could share with others. Now that you went through the dark night of the soul, you was alone in the wilderness like a hermit. This is like a hermit as well card for me. Or, you know, you were by yourself when you were doing your self-discovery and you were healing through this trauma bond. Thank you, Heavenly Father. You had to heal, and it seemed like you was healing by yourself with it, and Spirit was guiding you. Spirit was guiding you back to yourself. Yes, because you were blinded and indecisive. Again, you just didn't know which way to go. You was hurt. You was going into trauma is what it is, you know, and it could show a lot within your manifestation. You got to be careful what you think and what you say. And if you don't know where this energy is coming from, and if you're not healed and you rely on others, codependency, and you're not truthful with yourself, then you're subjected to, you know, being taken advantage of. People can take your property from you. They can rob you from yourself. They can even put you in a situation where you're in harm's way. They'll put you in harm's way is what I'm saying. 1929 on the clock, see? And this is why you had to go within. This is why you had to connect with self to understand what was going on with this trauma bond. Thank you, Heavenly Father. And I'm going to clarify what this was here with another deck. Yes. Should I? No. No. He wants me to clarify. Yes, sir. So I'm going to continue. Yes, because the Three of Pentacles was in the reverse. It had to do with possibly a job that you was once working with, right? This is collaborating with others. This is also like these cards are more spiritual than, than the average Rider-Waite deck. So it could be that, you were or someone was working against you. It could have been like someone, like a group of people was working against you to create some type of codependency, a trauma bond, or you was once working with these people or a group of people at your job, or it had to do with some type of spirituality. It had to do with your spirituality. It was in a reverse. Three of Coins is in a reverse, stating that, you're no longer working with these group of people. It could have inflicted some type of pain, of course, to you, or this could be a group that you were once affiliated with, and it was a codependent group of best friends, co-workers that you hung out with. Y'all could have possibly had different little events during the Halloween season and things of that nature, a group of friends, you know how that can be if you're in a covenant. I don't know if you're in a covenant. However, people fall out all over the place, whether it be the covenant, whether it be within a covenant, or whether it be at church, whether it be in a family, whether it be at work. I'm just reading the cards, and this is a spiritual read, because what's going on is property was returned to you in a spiritual sense because of you listening to your wisdom, you listening to your spirit, you listening to your intuition, because of whatever tears of joy and sadness, it brought you tears and joy and sadness because you listen and start pouring you start healing yourself. You start looking in the mirror. You start doing your reflection. You start healing from your trauma bond. You stop giving your emotions away to people who was not doing the same for you. Okay, because this is the inner child, that people pleasing. This is like a Queen of Cups. This is someone who's very sensitive, nice, kind. This is someone giving. And if you give too much, then you get taken advantage of, and you be left without nothing. Right? They're drained. Right? And a lot of that Queen of Cups and a lot of that emotion comes from trauma bond in a childhood wound, and you feel codependent on people, and you look outside yourself. You look outside yourself for validation. And this is why Spirit had to, show you who you are by this healing card, by possibly putting you in a situation where you are alone and you had no other choice but to reflect on why you felt this way, on why you could not collaborate, people was not working with you, why you possibly couldn't find work. It could have been the people that you was hanging around that was causing this trauma bond or codependency, and you had to travel back to yourself. 23:32 on the clock. Thank you, Heavenly Father. And you had to travel back to yourself because you were conflicted. You didn't know which way to go within this group, within this job, within your mind. This is the Three of Pentacles that was in the reverse, by the way. Three of Pentacles in the reverse could have been someone was doing stuff to your money where it was they weren't working with you deliberately. And this is also you, realizing why things aren't working in your life because of the codependency, because the trauma that was once blocked. It was once blocked, but it's not no more because you're in gratitude now. Because you know what the Two of Swords was, right? Because now you're not in the Eight of Swords no longer. This is the Eight of Swords in the reverse. But in the upright, it talks about prison. It talks about you not knowing who's doing what. You're just wrapped up, unknowing again with the stork on, right? Wrapped up and you don't know what's going on. Okay, you don't know the outcome, how it's going to happen for you, but people is working against you to keep you in this position, and but you overcome that because you was listening to your wisdom. You overcame it because they was trying to keep you blocked. They was trying to keep you stuck. They was trying to keep you in a way where you didn't know what the decision, because you didn't know where that energy was coming from. You ain't know that they was working behind your back with the Eight of Swords in alignment, in alliance rather, whomever these people was here in the daggone Three of Pentacles, working against you, right? But you had to listen to your wisdom. You had to go within and listen to these crows. Like, why is these crows? Yeah, I hear you. Some of you guys are clairvoyant and y'all had crows going around your house or something. But you was listening to the air. You were listening. You could probably hear them gossiping. You could probably feel it, because the Queen of Cups water energy is what this is. It's very gifted when it comes in terms of intuition. Very gifted, very intuitive, psychic abilities. Okay? So by you listening to your wisdom, you pretty much picked up on why things weren't working in your life, and pretty much who was against you and doing it, who was basically behind the scenes, playing mind games, speaking ill intention over your ideas, over your work, because you got Three of Pentacles in a reverse. Possibly got you cut out, got you fired. Okay, and this is a trauma bond. You probably trusted these people. They probably was telling you lies and talking behind your back, right? With the Seven of Swords, keeping you stuck, lying, possibly putting you in positions where you was in legal situations. You didn't know how you was going to pay Paul, the pay Peter to pay Paul with the daggone Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Right? You probably ain't had nobody but the Most High to go to while you went into your nature walks. A lot of you probably went into the woods to get nature walk and stuff to calm you down. You possibly did suffer from some type of medical or something like that, where you were, really anxious and things because of, what happened to you. It was like a trigger. It triggered you. It triggered your inner child wounds, whatever took place to you in the past here, when this job took place, when you lost it, when they didn't value you, when they didn't include you in a group, didn't include you because they could have been, against you because of you being a star, because you shine, because, you have certain gifts that they don't. Especially if you like in a covenant, especially if you're in some type of group, whereas, you're showing your talents. Okay, they could be against that because you're shining brighter than their pinnacle. I'm just getting downloads. Yeah. So, and this is why, you had to use your intuition, because you couldn't see what was happening because it was behind your back, the alliance. You couldn't see 2831, and you just had to go within. Yeah. Heavenly Father, want me to pull one more? You had to go within. Yep, 10 of Pentacles. You had to, okay. Yeah, they was working against your stability. You had to go with them because of your stability. You had to, because you got 10 of Pentacles here. 10 of Pentacles talks about you being stable financially. You got your job. You got your own business. Here in this picture, this is a woman who's by herself. This is a woman who, entrepreneur. You probably have like a little store, a little shop where you sell certain things, to your customer. But it looked like someone that's in a mirror. You could be getting ready in your room, you're getting ready to go out or whatever, by yourself and whatnot, because you're in a gratitude, giving thanks type of energy here. And whatever you turned down, whatever didn't work out, it's like you're grateful it didn't. And the reason why is because you had to use your star. You had to go within. This is like you had to go within to discover who you are. You had to go within to find and heal what was causing a codependency type of trauma bond. You had to go within to find what that was, whether it be working with someone outside of you or within you. And at this point, I'm going to say whatever took place where you had to go within. You had to go within because you're in the energy of giving affirmations for growth. So you grew past whatever the situation, you know what that situation is. And you grew past that situation, and you're putting those seeds within yourself. You're growing, you're putting that self-love into yourself now. You're doing the reflection, you're doing the work, you already healed, you went within, you discovered what was this trauma bond, right? You got rid of it, you healed it. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. You're no longer, focused on working on it any longer, because now you're getting dressed, you're putting on your jeans, okay? Why? Because you listen to spirit already. You already paid attention. You already fixed the house yourself, the house of self, spirit. Your spirit self, your higher self. This is the only way you can be stable in your finances, stable within yourself. And this is the reward. Because you listen. Yes, you listen. That's right. You listen to what? Spirit. You listen to wisdom. You listen to wisdom because it was keeping you stuck. Chariot was in the reverse. It was keeping you stuck. You had to listen to that of which was no good for you. Who was gossiping? You had to grow past the gossip, grow past the slander. You go past the trauma, all the lies. You had to grow past it. You had to grow past it. You had to use affirmation. You had to heal past it. You had to plant seeds of gratitude. You had to plant seeds. And if not, this is the things that will help you, by planting seeds of gratitude. Like I said, go outside. You could plant like flowers or what have you. And while you're planting, set your intentions. Thank the Most High for helping you. Thank the Most High and show gratitude before being able to plant. Because a lot of people can't plant seeds. So they love to go out and garden. So just be thankful and show gratitude. These are some of the things you can do. And while you planting, you can say your affirmation. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for allowing me to plant seeds of gratitude. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for returning my property. Thank you, Heavenly Father. I love you, Heavenly Father. While you plant, and these are the things you can say, right? Because it's truly something thankful for when you're gifted enough to hear. You can hear your trauma. You can hear people talking about you. You can hear it. You can hear that of which that was causing you grief. You can hear that of which that was blocking you. You can hear it. You might not see it, but somebody in a group session was causing you to be blocked. Or this could be you in your mind, your mental mind. It could have had to do with money. Maybe you were blocked because you was feeling like, you need money, 33:43 on the clock. Maybe you was feeling like, you're in a situation where, you didn't know where this money was going to come. Okay? You didn't know where. But you had to go within. You had to make a wish to the Most High and help and ask Him, hey, Heavenly Father, I need help. This Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. I don't know how I'm paying my bills. I don't know how. And the Most High was like, your wish is granted with this Star card, with this Ten of Pentacles. Because you listened to your wisdom. You listened to the right advice. You paid attention. With this daggone Chariot card, you found out what was keeping you stuck. Why couldn't you win? Why couldn't you overcome a situation? Why? Because somebody was doing things to keep you that way, right? Exactly. You had the Elder of Swords. This is the King of Swords in the reverse. Someone cold, someone calculate, right? But in the upright, this is like a judge, a cop, someone of authority in a job or what have you. And this person is normally a really good person with business, with advice, with very smart, you know. In the reverses, this is someone who's not. They're smart, but they're very short tempered. They're egotistical. They tell lots of lies. Okay, you can't trust this King of Swords in the reverse. They're very cold, very calculate. They talk behind your back as well. Yes, and they trap you. They tell lies on you to put you in jail, right? This is somebody who likes to play mind games. This King of Swords in the reverse. They love to play some mind games. This could be somebody of significance to you. This King of Swords, because it's verifying this Two of Chalice, this Two of Chariot, this Two of Cups. I said the Chariot. This is the Two of Cups, yeah, because you already moved on. But this is the Two of Cups. So this you had to listen to wisdom when it come down to some decision, right? When making a decision about a Two of Cups situation with a reverse King of Swords, right? And this is why, yeah, trauma bond. Because the King of Swords, they don't have no affection. They don't have no Two of Cups. They don't do a Two of Cups. They will tell you lies and make you feel like you're in the Two of Cups. But it'll be a reverse. It'll be a reverse. Yeah, it ain't no Two of Cups. It's an illusion. Yeah, thank you, Heavenly Father. It is an illusion, 3645. It'll be like an illusion. Yeah, But you see who ain't in the picture? This is somebody else over here. When you looking at, is this a mirror? This is like the reflection of you, but it's somebody else there. Wow, right? See how you sitting up in your this is you in your own space here. That's a mirror. And you are looking right at yourself, but this is on the other opposite side, that's somebody else. So you was getting a distorted view with this daggone King of Swords. They were saying one thing, right? They possibly could have got you confused with someone else, right? Shoot. This King of Swords is a liar in a reverse. This is a cold, calculate, lying person who's two-faced as well. That's like a two-face as well. Very two-faced, manipulative personality. Okay, and this is why you were blinded. You couldn't really tell because they were just mixing the truth with the lies and keeping things, hidden information away from you. Had you feeling like, yeah, we're going out, we're together, but never come and pick you up with this. You still waiting in the house with the house robe, you know, waiting on them to come pick you up to the point where now you just took off your clothes and you looking in the mirror like, dang, I got played again. Type of energy. You had to like really, because they play a lot of mind games, the King of Swords in a reverse. So you had to listen to reason because they were playing on your emotions with the Two of Cups, and you had to draw your own conclusion because you didn't see. You had to draw your own conclusion from this codependency and trauma bonded. That's because that's what a reverse King of Swords will play mind games on. They will play mind games on your wounds, your inner childhood wounds. Okay? If you had like abandonment issues, they'll play on that. You know, if you don't like being alone, they'll play on that. They'll tell you what you want to hear so you can stay with them while they entertain other people. They'll be entertaining other people. Two-faced, they're telling you lies and things is what I'm picking up, and playing on your emotions. Thank you, Heavenly Father. They play on your emotions. Yes, 4 of Cups, and you rejected them. And this is how they make you feel as well. Rejected by yourself. They don't tell you what's going on. They don't want to talk to you like you would like an emotional type of conversation. And they're like real cerebral. They're real short tempered. Reverse King of Swords, very short tempered. They're very all man, all masculine, and they don't do no wrong. They're quick to correct you, and they'll embarrass you too. King of Swords in the reverse. This is very brutal on someone that's on like a water sign. It's like you're a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, very caring, innocent spirit. This is the King of Swords in the reverse is a very brutal energy. And it's kind of like a narcissist type of energy, because I'm looking at you being innocent, and loving and kind, and you had to heal from the you had to heal from the cuts of this King of Swords energy. You had to heal that because they rejected you and left you. Or this is what you had to do to them, because you had to leave them to save yourself. You had to reject this cup. Because you notice too, you had a, that's right, thank you, Heavenly Father. This 4101 on the clock. You had to listen to spirit. You had to listen to your intuition. You had to listen. You made some type of wish. You made some type of wish with spirit. You made some type of wish about this daggone Three of Pentacles in a reverse. And whatever that collaboration was, whatever that money loss was, whatever had you feeling like in lack, where you was juggling, whether or not, whatever the collaboration you once thought you had, whatever that was, you asked spirit, you got a wish out of there, and he wished you with a Ten of Pentacles, because they were trying to work against your money or something. They were trying to block your money, or you were in a situation where your money wasn't growing. Spirit answered your question. Spirit grant your wish by, allowing you to heal, by returning you back to your original self, by allowing you to heal and connect with yourself, so that now you can manifest by affirmations, 42:18, by affirming and growing new seeds. Your new seeds would be by listening to all the gossip, how to move. And that's how you was returned back to self, because now you know how to move out of this Two of Cups. This Two of Cups wasn't genuine. You already know this King of Swords wasn't he's in the reverse. He wasn't speaking the truth. He was keeping lies away. He was keeping you stuck for a reason, right? He was rejecting you and keeping you there. He didn't want you to move on. He wanted you to remain, stuck, confused. But you rejected. You rejected his Two of Cups offer. You rejected it. You rejected his offer. For what? Meditation and clarity. That's what you rejected. You rejected him for yourself. Spirit of self. 43:21 on the clock. You rejected that energy for yourself. And the Most High returned your property to you, because this is the initiate of, you meditated for the clarity for this, why these coin wasn't growing. This is the Page of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles. You was wondering why it was not growing. And the reason why it was not growing is because of this trauma and the lies that was being told, whether it be from a King of Pentacles, whoever the King of Swords in reverse is or means to you. Whomever was lying to you. There could be a crooked boss as well. There could be like a crooked judge. Lying and causing you to have type of legal situations in your life. Okay, this is a very disruptive energy, King of Swords reverse, clarifying your listening to wisdom. You had to listen to you and clarifying that is your rejection. Is the Four of Cups. This is an energy that does not value any type of love. They don't have love for themselves. A King of Swords in a reverse doesn't have love for themselves either. So this Initiate of Pentacles is like a Page of Pentacles. Pages of Pentacles are news of, like, a first date. This is like news of a job offer or something like that there. And this is also like a beginning of a new, a beginning of a tangible new offer. Okay. So it could be like you just starting your business, writing a business plan, starting your new business. This is a new adventurous beginning, okay? Financial beginning. Thank you, Heavenly Father. This is a new financial beginning, but it's in a reverse. In a reverse, this is bad news about some type of investment, bad news about some type of money. Maybe you were like, and this is meditation for clarity. So, and this initiative of Pentacle is clarifying meditation for clarity. And this is, to me, by you healing, by you asking for clarity, by you getting the by you getting the star, the major arcana to heal, and you getting your wish fulfillment, you getting your wish answered. You were able to heal. You were able to meditate. You were able to manifest. Now, this is why you were manifesting, because you did your affirmations for growth. You did your seeds. You plant your seeds. You plant your healing seeds. You listened to spirit. You found the source of your codependency from this daggone reverse King of Swords. You rejected this King of Swords. Okay, you went into your meditation so you can start meditating what it is for you with the spirit self. You start meditating for yourself, meditating the things of which you want clarity for, and that is to overcome the lack of lack of money. In a reverse, you sought clarity on why your money wasn't growing, or why you weren't getting the applications out there, you weren't getting the call backs, you weren't growing or investing. You needed clarity before you move on. This is what you're at right now. You're like investing in yourself. You're looking within yourself to possibly get clarity on how you want to begin your new beginning. How am I going to spend my pinnacle? Am I going to start my new business? How am I going to do that? You're meditating for that clarity with spirit. And if not, this is something that you could be doing now. This is not a bad idea. This is something that you can consider, meditating. And as like I said before, like when you do an affirmation for growth, and you start planting your seeds so you can expand because this is like June? Yeah. So you want to start planting your seeds and your ideas now, because you are in that gratitude energy, right? Because the Most High return, that of which was stolen from you, what if it was tangible or not. Tangible or within yourself spiritually, right? That spirit, you need that higher self connected first, and that's the daggone recipe there. When you connect yourself with your higher self and overcome your inner child wounds and overcome your trauma bonds, when you connect like that, now you have that manifestation power that you can put in the forth of growing this seed here for your meditation, for clarity. And now you can actually balance everything out when it comes down to this initiating this new growth that you're manifesting now. This is like the new beginning, a new birth of whatever you have, whatever you birthing now. Yes, because why? You're putting that love back into yourself. You're looking at it like, okay, so last time I had to heal in the past. I had to do some self-reflection. I had to look myself in the mirror. I had to own up to my own responsibilities for whatever trauma bond or whatever situation with the King of Swords or whatever relationship, whether it be at a job, whatever that was, family, could have been an uncle, whatever it was represented to you, you gave and a queen of cups or yes, is very giving. So you gave a lot, and it could have, you did it because of the trauma bond and, the stuff that you went through as a child and your inner child wounds. And we went over all that. And so, yeah. And so this novice of chalice, right now, you're looking at it like, okay, I went through everything. Now I'm putting all this, I'm meditating for my clarity on how I'm going to grow my pinnacle, my page of pinnacle. So it's not bad news. This is just, to me, when you are thankful for property being returned and we're talking about the self, it's in a reverse because you're reflecting on how you're going to grow it. You're looking at it like, okay, I don't want my emotions to get in the way again. I don't want to be codependent on anyone about this money. I don't want to be, put myself back in a situation where I won't be able to grow, where I won't be able to, be my best self. So how would I make this work? This is what you're manifesting. This is what you're manifesting. Thank you, Spirit. Right. Because now you have the moon. There's no more secrets. This is the moon card. This is the major arcana. This is deception. This is lies. This is fear. Okay. This is like fear of the unknown. All right. But see, it was in the reverse. All the secrets came out. You're no longer fearful of this energy no more. You're no longer fearful of this energy. 51:35 on the clock. You're no longer fearful. All what you said, you possibly blocked them off as well because they were setting you up they were setting you up. What is this? 3 of chalice, 3 of cups. Yeah, they were setting you up behind the scenes, talking crap, plotting and planning. There she go. Check her out. Yeah, her. Yeah, her. Yeah. Behind your back, plotting. These 3 people here. These 3 people here. Again, this is 3 of Pentacles. They was working against you. 3 of Cups. Talking about it amongst your friends to put you in an unfavorable situation, but you use your daggone spirituality. You use your daggone, you listen to wisdom. You listen to the Most High. You heard what they were saying. You were getting downloads. You was getting downloads about this daggone conversation. You was getting downloads about these people. You was getting downloads on this cup. You was getting downloads on this King of Swords who was trying to be slick. He was probably the king ringleader. You was getting downloads on this daggone enough for you. You said, well, you know what? I reject it. I don't want to be a part of none of this. I'm out. I'm out. I heard and I seen what you did. I already heard what you did. I heard what you did already. I know it was you. I know you stole. I know you lied. I know you put me in this bad position. I know it. I know you cut me out of some type of situation, probably cut you out of a job, a working situation where you lost money. You know who did it. You're no longer in this situation no more. Secrets are out. 53:38 on the clock. And this is why you're giving gratitude to the Most High, because now you can manifest the things that you want in your life. Thank you, Heavenly Father. That is it. Now you're manifesting the things in your life. Your meditation for clarity has just been cleared in this read. 53:50 on the clock. 53:50 on the clock. Because I was going to say 49 and then turn to 50. So, yeah. Your meditation for clarity has already been. And if not, well, I say it's already been because you already are what? Affirming. You're doing affirmations for growth. Your affirmation for growth is meditation for clarity. Your meditation for clarity is how you going to expand this daggone coin. How you going to expand this initiative of coin, this page of coin, this opportunity? How you going to make this money grow? This is why this is a lot of self-reflection on yourself, on your property, on your money, on your feelings, on what makes you happy. You're looking inside yourself. You're looking at yourself like, okay, this is how I'm going to grow. This is how I'm going to do it this time. No longer would I allow a king of swords to distract me away from my goals, my plans, my dreams. 3 daggone pentacles in a reverse with, love offers, 2 of cups that include others. Because why? Because they're not telling the truth. Because they feel like, if they keep you in the daggone 2 of swords type of energy where you don't know who's saying what, that they can put you in a daggone 8 of swords, right? But you got wind of it and you rejected it. You said, no, I'm not going to do that. Why? Because you're listening to your wisdom. You already heard what was going on through spirit. You already heard what was going on through spirit when you decided to do you. You reflected, took that into consideration and reflect in the mirror. You did your own self-reflection. Thank you, Spirit. I was pushing that out. But yeah, you did your own self-reflection. And that's why you came up with that 10 of Pentacles and you left it right where Spirit allowed you to. Because he said, give it to me, you gave it to him, and you moved on. And this is how you grew. You grew from that 3 of Pentacles in a reverse to a 10 of Pentacles because the Most High answered your daggone wishes. Answered your wishes. And now you're working on yourself with the page of Pentacles in the reverse because you already know who put you in this position with that 8 of Pentacles. You already know who was playing the mind game. You already know why you had to do a self-reflection on the news that you got about your money. You already know. So now that you know, you're making it grow. Because why? You're doing your affirmations for growth. You're planting new seeds. You're using this daggone lesson as a blessing because that's what it is, because it was returned. Why? Because you're no longer trauma bond. You're no longer trauma bond. You already know what was going on. You had to go within self. You had to do self-reflection to fix this trauma bond so you will no longer be codependent on anyone. Money, people, doesn't matter. Because why? Because you're meditating for clarity now. You got your manifestation skills. That's a blessing. You got the Most High returned your gifts. He returned that of which that was stolen. He returned that and more. Okay? So now you're at one with yourself. You can manifest the things that you need. You're healing now. And now you're connected with self. Period. Self. Spirit self. And again, be who you are as you are. That is your read, 57:38 on the clock. And until next time.